You can easily access your Raspberry Pi or any device in your home or internal network from anywhere in the world without changing any router settings, without having a static IP, and you don't need port forwarding or any complicated setup. This method is completely free and takes less than 2 minutes. Let me show you how. So when we work on Raspberry Pi projects like home automation, robotics, or other smart systems, at some point we will need to access the Pi from outside our local network. Maybe we want to control a device remotely, check logs, or restart a service, or maybe debug an issue when something is not working as expected. Sooner or later, remote access becomes unavoidable. In the past video, I showed you how we can SSH into our Raspberry Pi from a different computer. It will work, but the thing is, both the computer and the Raspberry Pi has to be in the same network. But what if our computer is not in the same network as that of the Raspberry Pi? The standard advice is to use port forwarding, but opening ports on your home router is risky, confusing, and not beginner friendly. And on top of that, port forwarding doesn't work with all the connections. In this case, there is a simple tool that we can use to access the Raspberry Pi. We will be using a tool called Ngrok to create a secure tunnel from inside the network to the internet. No router changes, no public IP, no firewall headaches. So the setup is very simple and fast. First, we install Ngrok on Raspberry Pi. Then we create an authentication token and configure it in our Raspberry Pi. And once that is done, we run one simple command to start Ngrok using SSH on port 22. As soon as you run the command, Ngrok generates a public address. This address acts as a secure gateway to your Raspberry Pi. And at this point, the tunnel is live. And you should be able to access the Raspberry Pi SSH port using the public address securely. Let me show you how. The first thing that we need to do is go to ngrok.com, and if you don't have an account you can sign up, or if you have an account you can simply click on login and log into your account. Okay, once you are logged in, what we need to do is install an agent software in the device to which we need to connect from outside our network. In our case, it's a Raspberry Pi. So here, under agents, you should be able to see Raspberry Pi. Alright, simply click on that, and here you should be able to see all these instructions. It's pretty simple, right? And here one thing you need to make sure of is this token is something that you need to keep it a secret. Alright, so here I am showing this just for a demo. After this I will be revoking this secret so no one can use it. So now let's go to download and let's follow these instructions. So in my case the Raspberry Pi is ARM64. Alright, so I need to download this one and run the following steps. Alright, so now let's SSH to Raspberry Pi. And guys, before going forward, a quick word about our sponsor Altium and the free course they are providing for people who are really interested in electronics and robotics. You can now learn circuit drawing and PCB designing absolutely free from beginner level to advanced level. Yes, Altium has a free program for students called Altium Student Lab. If you have a school or university email, you can simply enroll and follow proper courses that teach you how real engineers design electronics. You learn step by step, you get guided lessons, and at the end you can get a certificate that is actually recognized by the industry. So if you are studying electronics or want to get into hardware design, check the link in the description and join for free. Alti focuses on helping engineers, makers, and teams design electronics in a way that is organized, shareable, and ready for manufacturing. Let's open the terminal. So this is the command that I now use to connect to Raspberry Pi. So here, this is the private IP address. That means if this MacBook is not connected to the Wi-Fi network in my home, I won't be able to reach the Raspberry Pi with this IP address, alright? We'll be changing that in a moment. So now let's run this command. Let's provide the password. Now let's switch to super user and let's clear it. So here I have a folder. For the time being, let's create another folder, Ngrok, cd Ngrok. Right now we are inside this directory. Now we need to download the file that I showed you earlier. So simply right click and copy link address, and we can use wget to download this file. Right? Okay, now the download has started. It has finished. Now let's see if the file is there. Perfect. So the agent file has been downloaded. Now we need to extract and run the command. Right? So simply copy this, paste it, and since we have already downloaded it, we can simply provide the file name and install it. Alright. So now what happened is this file has been extracted and copied the content to /user/local/bin. So here if we go to this directory, we should be able to find this file. Okay, cd directory. See, here we have the file. Now what we need to do is simply run this command. Alright. So now with this command, the configuration file has been added in this location. Alright. Now all we need to do is simply run this command so that this particular port will be opened by the Ngrok with its own URL. Simply copy this command and paste it right here. Now the thing is, we don't need port 80, right? We need to access this Raspberry Pi via SSH. So we need to make one tiny modifications, change HTTP to TCP and port number 80 to port number 22, which is the port number of SSH service. Simply hit enter and now we have this particular URL. Now, even without port forwarding, we should be able to access SSH service running in the Raspberry Pi with this particular URL. Let's try that. In order to do that, let's open another terminal. Now, we can SSH using the command SSH space username, that's root set, at here if we have this host name. Alright, simply copy, paste it here, and the port would be this one, 17997, right? 17997, and hit enter. Okay, let's provide our password. Okay guys, so we are in the Raspberry Pi right now, and in order to accomplish this, we didn't have to do any kind of port forwarding. All we need to do is install and set up Ngrok.